Are you looking into buying the Sony XB33 speaker? In this video, we're going to break it down, so let's talk about it. What's up, buds? Welcome to Wanna Buy. And on this channel, we do a whole bunch of tech and audio reviews. If you're into any of that, hit the subscribe button down below. And don't forget to hit the bell notification right next to it so you'll be notified when I post new videos. And to all my subscribers now, thank you so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for everyone that subscribed. And as always, buds, with all these products in these videos, I'll put the link down in the description below so you guys can click that, see the current price, and see other people's reviews on it. So let's start breaking down the Sony XB33. So right here we have the Sony XB33. Right now it's going for about $118 on Amazon. That's because there is a deal on it. Normally it's in the $130 range. But since we're getting closer to the Black Friday times and stuff, you're definitely going to find this speaker on a deal. So make sure you look at every site that you can and try to find the best deal. You know, Best Buy is really good with deals, and Amazon as well. So definitely try to find the best deal for the speaker since we're going to be around the Black Friday time. This speaker does come in 4 different colors. I believe it's like a beige or a green, a black, a red, and then this one. So you'll get 4 different color choices for this speaker, depending on which one you do want. So now we're gonna go with the look and feel of the XB33. The first thing you would notice is the size. It will shock you. It shocked me when I pulled out the box. I was like, this thing is way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. It will catch you off guard for sure, because look how wide it is. It's bigger than the JBL Charge 3 and 4, hands down. And just by looking at the pictures, you wouldn't think it'll be this big, but it's really big for the price range of a portable speaker. This is a really nice sized one. So you have a nice like smooth plastic out here on the outside, and it matches with this nice little base. You have your sub base right here and there, and as well as you have like a nice little mesh, and it feels like a nice little fabric type of mesh on here. I don't know how to explain it, but it does have a nice little texture on the outside. And as you can see, you do have where your LEDs are. So these will light up with songs, and you also can see the lights inside the speakers. They also have lights inside the speaker. So I'm gonna play a song so you guys can see how it moves with the song. So I have a song playing on the speaker. It's very, very low. You won't even hear it at all, because we will have a sound test later in the video. But I just wanted to show you how it lights up, and it'll be going with the beat and stuff. When you have the app for this, the little Sony music app, you can pick and choose what kind of strobe lighting effects you want on your speaker, or you could just turn it off completely. But yeah, so that's what it looks like when it'll be going with the music, when you'll be playing it all loud and stuff. So right here at the top, you have all your buttons. You have your power, your volume up, your pause and play, which is also your hang up and or call on your speaker. I never really use calls on speakers. It's always a problem. People always say I sound too far away. But and you also have a live button. With the live button, it gives you like a 3D sound effect. Sounds like it's live action, you know, like you're really there listening to them. It works on some songs better than others, I will say that. But you also has a stamina button, which also will conserve some of the energy of the speaker. And we'll talk about that right now when it comes to battery life. So when it comes to the battery life of this speaker has 24 hours battery life, depending on how you use it. Like, of course, if you have the lights on and you have a full blast all the time, you might cut about, we'll say 3 hours off of its battery life. So you'll still be in the 21 range. That's still a long battery life. I had a big old JBL speaker like this big. That thing had 4 hours battery life with all the lights and stuff on. So 20 plus hours in a speaker is amazing. I did try it out with this on, with everything on my first day out. No issues. We got all the way through work with it, no problem. But normally I'll just leave it off because I don't need no light show or nothing. It's just my speaker in my work truck. So normally this will be off. That will save some of that battery life. One effect that I did notice that I thought I was tripping the first time, but I wasn't, is that the volume starts to lower over time. The max volume starts to slowly go down, and it starts to conserve the energy. So I timed it around 6 hours is where I noticed the first effect of that, where the max volume went down to conserve some of the energy. So it does do that. Unlike JBL products, JBL is just like, if you want to blast it until it dies, then go ahead. But JBL products, their speakers still last the full like 18 something hours, even I think it's more than that, with full blast, no turning down or none of that. But I did notice that from the Sony XB33 that is over time it starts to lower in volume to conserve energy. So I want to give you guys a little size comparisons. This is the JBL Charge 4, the most recent Charge, and this is the Sony, of course. Now, this thing is a monster compared to the JBL. I'm trying to line it up. So you see you got a little extra on the right over here, or your left probably. You got a little bit extra, but the difference is in the thickness of these things. It's just like, it's just so much more on this back end where my hand is compared to the JBL. It's about lined up perfectly right there. So yeah, there's so much on this back end that makes it so much thicker and makes it so wide. This is a really big speaker. So that's a little size comparison. If you ever seen a Charge 4, held a Charge 4, or know someone that has one, that's how big this one is compared to that. So one really good thing about this speaker is that it is IP67. So that means it's waterproof, it's rust proof, it's dust proof, and it's shock proof. That is really amazing because a lot of speakers don't reach all of that. So you could easily take this to the ocean and you don't have to worry about the salt water getting there and destroying the components. And also the same with like the pool water, like the chlorine. You don't have to worry about that getting in there and just destroying everything. Of course, you have to make sure all the ports are closed tight and good, but it will protect from all of that. That's really good. A lot of speakers, they can't handle that. If you get ocean water in there, it'll just eat the components all up and just destroy your speaker. So definitely beach people, this is the speaker for you. You don't have to worry about nothing, no dust and no salt water. So definitely for all my beach people, keep an eye on this one. All right, bud, so we're gonna do a little sound test. I'm gonna let you listen to it, watch the light show that goes with it so you guys can check that out. And then on the other end, we'll talk about the sound quality and how I feel about it.
Ayses, ay nalamta. Klaro kay ka CCTV di man halata. Nagpapapilra ka, uy, ay tuga-tuga. Pahawa na diha, wa mamoy kabuga. Dukot na linong at hugaw mo tanaw.
All right, bud, so there's a little sound test so you can hear the loudness of the speaker. When it comes to the sound quality of the speaker, I do believe it gives you a full, rich sound. Nothing collides into each other to give you a mushy, little messed up, crappy sound. So I think it works really well together in the bass, the mids, and the highs. So let's talk about the bass. So when it comes to the bass, you get a nice little bass, you get a nice little rumble to it. It does give you what you want out of a portable speaker, a little bass that you can hear. So you definitely get that out of this speaker for sure. You would not be disappointed. Now, when I'm saying a nice little bass, it's like a little woo, you know, a little woo. Don't think you're about to get this speaker that's about to be like boom, 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 boom. It's a small, compact speaker. You get a small, compact, nice little punchy bass. That's all you get out of this speaker. But that's also with like the JBLs and all that. Nothing's gonna, you know, shake your desk. So, but still, good bass in this speaker. All right, so when it comes to the mids and the highs, you know, where the vocals, you know, sit at the mids and a lot of the higher sounding instruments and sometimes women's voices, the highs. So where those sit at, the mids sound really good. It really builds up that middle spot to give you a fuller, rich sound. And then the highs, they really don't get ear-piercing loud where it hurts your ears and you're like, ugh, turn that down. Everything is perfect and it works well. Nothing bumps into each other. So it gives you a full, rich, clean sound. That's normally what Sony gives you a lot of times in their products anyway. They are holding the #1 spot when it comes to headphones. So you really don't expect less from them right now. They got a groove going, and this speaker still shows it as well, is that their sound sounds perfect. Nothing sounds crappy. So yeah, when it comes to the live, another thing about the live button, if you're like listening to bands, rock bands, alternative rock, even country, like when I got my Chris Stapleton, when he comes on with that Tennessee whiskey, I definitely hit that live button. Feels like you're in the studio, gives you that 3D sound. But that being said, there is some songs on there that sound like crap, so you gotta like hurry up and hit it. You're like, I don't like that. Turn that off. Let's go back to a regular, you know, clear speaker sound. So definitely that is one thing to think about if you're into that genre of rock bands, and some EDM songs sound good on there as well with the live button. All right, bud, so there you have it. You do get a full rich sound out of this speaker. You will like the bass out of it, especially for the 119, how much it's selling for right now during this Black Friday early deals and stuff. You're definitely gonna get your money's worth. Even at 130, you will definitely be getting your money's worth. You got the nice mids, you got really clear highs, and you got that live button depending what type of genre you like to listen to. The only downfall for me with this speaker is that it lowers the volume the lower the battery life starts to go. I don't like that. I just want I want the volume to stay max if I want it on maxed out all the time. Now, I said after 6 hours is when I first noticed it. I timed it because I noticed it when I first played it, and then the other times I used it, I timed it, and it's around 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours is where it starts to decrease the max volume. So if I'm tripping, let me know in the comments below if you have the speaker, and be like, no, it doesn't do that, you're tripping. But if it does, be like, yes, you're right, Rod, it does do that. So, but that's pretty much it. There's really not a lot of flaws in this because, you know, it is IP67. That means dust, you know, all that rust. Nothing's getting in here and messing up the speaker, so that's great as well. And you got a nice little light show if you want that. Oh yeah, and you can connect multiple of these. I almost forgot to say that. You can connect multiple speakers as well, so you can get like 4 of these in each corner of the room and just jam out. All right, bud, so there you have it. That was my review on the Sony XB33. If you guys like this review, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell notification right next to it so you'll be notified when I post new videos. And once again, as always, thank you to all my subscribers and everyone that subscribed. Thank you for helping my channel grow. I really do appreciate it. And as always, with all these products, the link will be down in the description below so you guys can click that and see their current price and see other people's reviews. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's either going to be some earbuds that I got sent to me, or it's going to be the JBL Charge 4 versus this speaker. I'm going to do a blindfold test, so I want to know what I'm listening to. I'm going to choose which one I think is the best sounding speaker. All right, buds, I'll see you guys then. You be safe out there. Peace.